Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Daphne, and today we're talking about my 14th week of pregnancy.
Daddy told me, son, don't you get involved in.
Alright guys, let's jump right into my stats and symptoms for my 14th week. So, I woke up this morning and I was 143 pounds, which is just one more pound to get back to my pre-pregnancy weight. One really exciting thing that I did this week, actually it wasn't that exciting, is I went to my 14-week doctor appointment. It was actually really anticlimactic. Of course, these mid-pregnancy appointments are just kind of boring. It's like you go in, they use the Doppler to check the heartbeat, which I have a home Doppler, so it's just not that exciting. And they, see if you have any questions, and then they kind of send you on your way. It's usually like a 10-minute appointment, if that. So we didn't talk much about anything important. The only thing is that my doctor brought up the fact that I had lost weight since the last time she had seen me at about 8 weeks. And she wasn't like super concerned about it. She said it was totally fine and everything. But what she said is that I want to increase my calorie intake to be about 2,500 a day, which I have not been eating that many calories. I haven't been hungry enough to eat that much. But what she said is that I should not be weighing myself, which that's hard for a lot of women. Like, I just want to make sure I'm on track. So that was her first thing, was like, don't weigh yourself, but instead, and this is what I took away from this, instead really focus on making really, really healthy choices and focusing on protein, fruits, and vegetables, and kind of limiting empty carbs and stuff like that, which has always been a goal of mine to do that. Like, that's just the general principles of healthy eating. So she said, feel like you're you're eating all the time, eating a lot, but it's healthy food. So just like keep eating healthy food all the time. So that has been kind of my goal ever since I saw her at the beginning of the week. That's been kind of my goal this week, was to eat as much as I can of just healthy food. And I don't know if you've ever mapped out like how much food it is to eat 2,500 calories of like really healthy, like lean proteins and fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. But it's a lot. It's like a lot of food, like mass wise. And when you're not feeling 100% well, it's just a lot. So anyway, my big thing this week has been, I've been eating a lot of protein smoothie type things. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my blender, I fill it with a little bit of ice, a good amount of Greek yogurt, and let's see, I put in a banana, a huge handful of spinach, some berries if I have some. We've been eating just so many berries around my house recently. And then I do a scoop of vanilla protein powder. And it's just a whey-based protein. I know some people are really, really picky about their protein powders. I'm not. I just like, I don't, whatever. I'm not like all plant-based or anything like that. So I go with a whey-based powder there. It's pretty inexpensive and it really ups your protein and your calories for the day. So that's been something that I've been having every single day, and it's been helping me to get in a lot of calories, a lot of liquids, and then just like good nutrition. Like, it has a lot of nutrition packed in there. And since it's blended and stuff, I feel like I can get in more calories that way. So that's my plan moving forward, is I'm just going to keep really pushing, eat like constantly snacking on healthy foods, and we'll see how that goes. So I do feel like I'm starting to feel an increase in my appetite this week, finally, after a really long time of not feeling well and not feeling like I want to eat anything. Like the past couple of weeks, I've been having really specific cravings for specific foods. Like, I've talked incessantly about Wendy's chicken apple pecan salads. Like, that has just been my thing that I'm constantly craving. And I have been giving into that craving, a couple of times a week, which is really bad. But I was also craving bagels with cream cheese, and that's one of those empty foods where my doctor's like, don't eat that. Like, that's garbage. There's no point in eating that. So this week, one of the things that I did was I went to the grocery store and I got whole grain, what are they called? English muffins. So I've been eating whole grain English muffins with like avocado instead of bagels with cream cheese. And it does kind of hit the spot. And I'm just like, I'm starting to feel a little more hungry. And I'm glad that I'm not only feeling hungry, but I'm starting to crave foods that are actually healthy and nutritious. So that's great. And it's going to help me, feed the baby the things that it needs and feed myself the things that I need. So that's great. Another craving that I have had this week, and it's intense. Like, if you're not pregnant and you've never been pregnant and you're watching this, like, you're not going to understand the draw of cravings when you're pregnant. It's not like a regular craving where you're like, ooh, I just want pizza. It's like you have to have the thing. Like, I get emotional if I can't have the things that I want when I'm pregnant and having cravings. It's crazy. So this week, and this is my mother's fault. Mom, if you're watching this, this is your fault. You did this. So normally I'm really good at drinking water, just like plain water. I drink a lot of water. And this week, my mom got me onto these stupid LaCroix, like sparkling water things. And I blew through a 12-pack of those things in like a few days. And so I was sitting here, what was it, last night? And I was like, I'm out of LaCroix. Like, I'm gonna die. I literally drove to the grocery store with both of my kids in the car because Pete was busy getting a new riding lawnmower. Don't get me started. Anyway, and so I dragged both of my toddlers into the grocery store for LaCroix. I am not joking with you. And so I take the LaCroix and I take a giant glass and I fill it all the way to the top with ice, because ice is another thing that I always crave during my pregnancies. And I know that can be a sign of iron deficiency. So I'll make sure to bring that up with my doctor. But anyway, and then I pour the LaCroix in and drink that all the way down, and then I crunch the ice, and it is so good, and it is so satisfying. Like, there is nothing more satisfying than crunchy ice with LaCroix in it for me right now. And it has to be like berry flavored. I'm all about berry. And actually, when I went to the grocery store last night, they were out of like all the flavors. What they had was plain LaCroix. Oh my gosh, I sound like such a brat. Oh well. They had plain LaCroix, and they had watermelon LaCroix, which, I'm sorry, watermelon flavored anything is the most disgusting thing ever. So I ended up getting a different brand. It's like bubbly or something like that, and it's fine. It's not as sweet, which that's sad. But anyway, sparkling water, I love you. I'm so obsessed with you right now. Another symptom that I'm having this week, and it's weird because I've been drinking so much water, I feel like I'm constantly chugging LaCroix, is that I'm noticing that I have dry skin, and it's like all over my body, particularly my hands and my feet. And usually I would get this during the winter when, we've just started turning on the heat, and the heat is making the air dry. But it's spring here, and it's starting to be like really rainy, and there's a lot of moisture in the air. So I have no idea where that's coming from, but I'm noticing like crazy dry skin, which is weird for me. Actually, it's not weird for me. I tend to run dry, but it's really bad. So that's weird. I've been talking the last couple of weeks about feeling baby's movement, and now that I'm 14 weeks, there's no question. I am definitely feeling baby move. Last night, baby was having a party in there. Like, I was laying down and it was just like boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, okay. So we have moved on from like slight flutters to proper kicks, where I'm like, there's a kick, there's a kick. And I'm still waiting. I'm like putting my hands on my belly, waiting to try to feel baby kicking. And I haven't felt it from the outside yet, but it is extremely clear from the inside that I'm feeling kicks, and it's so fun. That is literally my favorite part of pregnancy, is feeling baby move. And then to the point where you can see your belly, like, that is really cool. And that is another favorite part, but I know we're quite a few weeks away from that. But feeling baby move is a highlight for me, and I love it. I love it so much. It's so fun. I talked, I think it was last week, or maybe it was the week before, about how my boobs have been hurting, and that has not changed. This morning, Chloe sat down on my lap and I was getting ready to get her dressed and she like leaned back on me and I was like, ow! Like I screamed out. I definitely freaked her out. Like I'm in pain and I know that's normal. I know things are developing. I also talked about my veins and how like I'm starting to notice veins like in my chest and everywhere, like my hands, in my, elbows. It's like my veins are sticking out of my body. And I know that's because my blood flow is increasing a lot and it's just gross. Like my veins are everywhere and it's not cute. Okay, the last symptom from this week is really annoying and I know that it's just gonna keep being here and getting worse, and it's round ligament pain. Now, if you've ever been pregnant, you probably know what this is, but basically if you are laying down, like I'll be laying and if I quickly get up really fast or if I quickly like flip over or move or anything like that, and suddenly I get like a stabbing pain in the side of my belly and it hurts like real bad. Like I'm not even being dramatic, like it really hurts. And it's just the ligament like that holds your uterus up just stretching, but boy howdy, does it feel like you're getting stabbed. Like it actually feels like you're getting stabbed. And I had that throughout both of my previous pregnancies and it's just super annoying. The good thing about it is that it's very quick and it's really quick to go away, and you can usually prevent it if you flip over slowly or if you get up slowly, but sometimes you're just not thinking about it and you flip over too quickly and you're like, oh my God, I've been stabbed. So round ligament pain, not fun. All right, that's enough about me this week. Let's talk a little bit about baby's development. So this week, baby is 3.5 inches long, getting so big. That's from head to bum and is the size of an apple. And so that's cool. Baby's getting really big, as is my belly. And then the biggest and coolest development this week from baby, I think, is that baby is now moving his or her hands to start grabbing things. So if you look at ultrasounds of people who are 14 weeks, you can see baby doing some of the most incredible things. Like they're starting to explore touching their face. A lot of babies are starting to suck their thumbs in the womb, which is so, so cute. Like I can't even stand that. And the umbilical cord is fully developed at this point. So they're like grabbing onto the umbilical cord and like playing with it and stuff. And that is so cute. Like, can you imagine baby just in there, just like living their life and just like exploring their space? Oh, it's so cute. And it just makes me so excited to hold baby and just see what baby is doing. It's so cute. Like I cannot stand it. So like I said last week, we do know the sex of the baby and I'm hoping that I can film. I haven't even filmed it yet, but I'm hoping that I'll have time to film the gender reveal this weekend. I was hoping to already have it done, but life has just been crazy for us. If you've been following me for a little bit, you know, like we just moved into a house, yada, yada, like things are just crazy around here. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to film our gender reveal this weekend. I do have a party to go to on Saturday and that's going to take up most of my day, and then Sunday is Mother's Day, so I don't know, we'll see. I'm hoping that I'll get it done, but if I don't, it is what it is, and then I would do it hopefully next week. I'm so bad at filming in the middle of the week, but I'll try. There's like so many things that I want to get filmed. Like I bought a whole bunch of clothes and this is one of the tops that I got. Love it. It's so cute. It's like so girly. And I love the baby doll type tops because they do, like I do feel like I look pregnant, but also, I don't know, I just don't feel like I look like so much of a lump. Like, I don't know. 14 weeks is kind of just like a really awkward stage in pregnancy for me because I'm kind of in between looking pregnant and looking just like, I don't know. I don't want to say fat, like that's a rude word to say, but like just big, just looking big, like thick in the belly area, not thick in a place where you want to look thick unless you're pregnant. So this type of baby doll top like really works for me because like it kind of sticks out, right? And you know, it just, you know, I don't know. I'm digging this type of baby doll top. I think it works. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you this week. Hopefully, like I said, I'll get that gender reveal posted in the next few days. And then of course I have that maternity haul, lots of good stuff that I'm planning on filming as soon as I can. So yeah, if you are not already subscribed and you're interested in following my pregnancy journey, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and hopefully I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.
Let me set the scene. I know when I have children.